What is kink? Hi, my name is Martha. I'm a clinical sexologist with a doctorate in human sexuality, and I'm from Eros Coaching. I was pretty confused between kink and BDSM. So BDSM stands for bondage, domination, discipline, submission, and also the S and M, the last part, sadomasochism, which means the play with pain and pleasure. So bondage, we know the tying, that can feel really relieving for someone to be held in that way and taken care of. The tying can make accentuate certain parts of the body and makes you really appreciate the human body as an art form. And then there's domination and submission, so that's play with power. And then sadomasochism, play with pain and pleasure. And yet kink refers to anybody who is engaged in sexual activity that's not in the ordinary. So kink would include people who have fetishes, people who are into high heels or shoes, people who are into leather, into latex, into fur play, into maybe even cosplay. So the difference with kink and cosplay, for instance, is that the people who are in kink actually get a sexual charge from it. They get high, they get orgasmic. They may not necessarily get an erection, but they definitely feel the start of getting excited. And we make it seem like it's bad for people to feel sensations in their body, and it's perfectly okay to be engaged in sexual activity without a need for erections and ejaculation and orgasms to take place. So these people may play more with the sensation rather than focus so much on the destination. It's more about the journey, and it's really fun for these people. And sometimes when you are in a scene, which means you are in a play session with someone, you might get into a different kind of what they call heat space. A heat space is when you really kind of go into this deep place within yourself. And some people might even feel what they call out-of-body experiences. So it's very important, whoever it is that you're with is fully present and conscious and watching and observing, so that the person that they're playing with is safe at all times. So there are also things like safe words that are probably being used, things like red, yellow, green. Yellow being slow down, red being stop. It's not about you, but you need to stop. And then green meaning just go ahead. So different people just like to play in different ways. And there's really nothing wrong with that, as long as they are consenting adults. They have established their boundaries. They feel safe. They know what they're doing. It's fine. It's not really for us to judge people who are different. And it can be quite disturbing for some people who feels that they can't really talk about it with their friends because they're afraid that they'll be laughed at or alienated or ostracized or discriminated. So the more education and information that we have about different forms of sexual expression, the better we are. And so this is Martha just explaining the difference between BDSM and kink. So if you have any questions, thoughts, comments, feel free to drop a comment below, or also you can drop me an email at ask@eroscoaching.com.